I'm TPatrickMurray, and I am running as a Libertarian for the state representative seat in the 167th District of Pennsylvania in the County of Chester. The end of the main line. A very storied, historic, affluent, interesting place that has always had a Republican as their representative in the state assembly. And therefore, while a Democrat has no shot of ever winning the seat, a Libertarian certainly does, because as some people perceive or believe, the Libertarian Party is right of the Republican Party, which I do not disagree. I do not agree with. I think the Libertarian Party is like quantum physics, where atoms can be separated in two locations by location. The Libertarian Party is, if the Democrats are black and the Republicans are white, let's say, quite literally, sadly, in terms of the metaphor, the Libertarian Party is gray. They are the color of gray. They are the color of that in-between space that borrows from both extremes, both polarities, both orthodoxies, and creates a moderate, individual, freedom, privacy mandated idea that is, to me, going to be the party of the future for those my age and younger. I'm 41 years old, Gen X. Trust me, I'm working with kids at teenagerchannel.com as I'm an entrepreneur, an award-winning filmmaker, an award-winning writer, and it's something I see them, talk to them every day, and I know that where their politics are and their beliefs, and they're going to be the Libertarians. The problem is, and I don't blame anyone, the party is incredible, but the marketing message has not gotten out there about what we're about, what do we stand for, what are Libertarians. They just don't get it. And so therefore, I propose making a film about three races: a local race, my race, a national state race, like for Senate or for the House of Reps, and the federal race, the presidential race. And, bring in the Ron Paul angle, even though he's not, he's a Republican registered and all that, but just take those two candidates, and through those campaigns, express the parties, intent, identity, ideals, platform, etc. If you guys work with me on this, you guys get final cut and control. If you don't, if you blow me off, I'm not going to say anything negative because I love the party. I'm just saying it'll be my film. I'll do what I want with it, but I want to work with you guys. So this is an offer to work with you. At the same time, I want help with my campaign a little bit and guidance. And why can I beat this guy, this Republican, for 6 years? He's been in there, 167th Pennsylvania, for the following reasons. I'm going to propose the following things, okay? Number one, I'm going to turn my car off. Number two, just kidding. Number one is, we have a 1.5% earned income tax here in the district, and people hate it. Republicans hate it, and most affluent people hate it. Therefore, because 1.5% of a few million is a lot of money. And I propose a way to eliminate that, perhaps fully. How? I will tell you if you contact me, but it is a real plan that makes real fiscal sense. My wife's an MBA, and a calculus teacher, and a lawyer, and a chemical engineer, and she verified it. Anyway, that's all true. So, that's the promise number one. Number two is that I will, using the web and my own time, money, and effort, create portal sites that allow interactivity and transparency. Town meetings, UK Prime Minister questions style, weekly events on town hall, virtually through the web, Skype, the whole 9 yards, okay? I put a bill up, everyone can vote for it, and there's a record of everyone's votes. And of course, they're not binding. They more guide as to the sentiments of the constituency who deserve more of a voice. They only get a voice at the election. I'm trying to create something that moves past the election through to the next election, creates a continuity, creates an allegiance to a candidate that can be capitalized on in the next election. It's that simple. It's a brand in a way that you're developing. Okay, so I'm going to end it here. TPatrickMurray, that's why I'd like you, the Libertarian Party, the leadership, to call, email, get in touch with me to talk about my candidacy briefly. Let's talk about the bigger idea, which is the film. Go to thelastgame.com. Jack Nicholson, he optioned it, the actor. It gives him 4 stars. It was called the best documentary ever made. Los Angeles Times, best sports film ever made. It got a lot of attention. And I'm a good filmmaker, and I would make something that would please you because you'd have control over it. Pretty good deal. I wouldn't blow this off. I'm not saying I'm something great. I just think I'm presenting a great opportunity. So TPatrickMurray@gmail.com, thelastgame.com, teenagerchannel.com, venturecapitalchannel.com, broadcaststream.com, televisionnetwork.com, whatever. The point is, email me and I'll call Lou, who's the head of my local Libertarian office area. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll talk to you soon.